Just to let everybody know, I'm making this video because I did make a very short video about the Hogwarts Legacy stuff, and the intent behind that was to be more comedic and shorthand. I didn't really think the topic needed a lengthy conversation. I thought it was very clear how everything looked to the majority of people. But according to this comment I got on the video, it's pretty clear I wasn't clear. And what attempted to be sound like comedic high energy really came off apparently as lunatic-y or ranty. So let me be more clear in this video, and I'm not going to be as over the top or energetic. I apologize for the misunderstandings. I don't apologize for the point I was trying to make, but I do apologize for the misunderstandings. So, let me make something perfectly clear. I don't give a shit if you're trans or not. Like, I do not care. Not even remotely. I have met trans people in real life. I think they're cool, at least the ones I've met. I have a trans friend. She's pretty cool, despite some weird sense of humor, but she is pretty cool. I just don't care about the topic that in-depthly. I don't think, especially in America, maybe if we want to make a conversation about this in the Middle East or other places, I don't really think in the Western culture trans people are really marginalized as much as social media would have you believe. They're not treated as badly. There are laws that protect people of minority groups, and that does include sexualities, that does include gender identities. So I'm sorry, I'm not having this debate about the transphobia stuff. For me, this topic is more about J.K. Rowling getting canceled because she had an opinion. Not an opinion I particularly agree with, but it's an opinion she had. I don't give a shit, though. She could say, oh, Hitler should be resurrected from the dead. I would love to shake his hand. Cool. Have you written a book yet I give a shit about and want to write and want to read? No? Okay, bye. Like, I'm sorry. I just don't care about a creator's opinions when it comes to this stuff. And I'll never understand the witch hunt mentality to chase them down, chase their coattails, and want to light them on fire, want to rob them of any money, want to destroy them, especially when it's someone like in J.K. Rowling's position. It's not like she wrote Hogwarts Legacy. It's not like she's developing it. She didn't create it from the ground up. All she did is provide the source material from her books, and that's it. That's literally it. That's it. That's all Hogwarts Legacy has as attachment to her, and she's getting royalties from her creation of the setting. That's it. To cancel an entire game that has developers who've been working their asses off for multiple years on it, that has numerous marketing teams that have done their best to keep the game focused in the wizarding world and away from politics, and at no point have I seen the game, the developers, the producers, the writers of the game, have I seen any of them show any support for her opinions about the stuff other than create a game using the story and mythos she created from her books. So to destroy their lives, to destroy their game that they've been working hard on, which is not stemmed in politics, not stemmed in transphobia, just to get back at one person who's not even getting the majority of the money from the pre-orders, from the sales, I find is absolutely moronic. And to the commenter here, that is what is wrong. That is what is wrong. And no, do not tell me there is nothing wrong with being critical of the game and not wanting to support transphobia. No, there's nothing wrong with not wanting to support transphobia, but there is something wrong with being critical for the game of which it is not related to. You are trying to destroy something just to slightly affect the bottom line of another person who's only getting residuals from it. What about the developers who have families to feed, that they've been working so hard on this game so they could get their proper funding from, and so they can get further projects in the future to get guaranteed employment? What about them? They get to burn, they get to die, they get to not be able to feed their families, and they get to get fired left and right because you have a problem with someone who's going to get maybe a percentage of the game profits? Like, I just don't get it. I don't get the perspective. You want to witch hunt, you want to burn someone at the stake, you want to relive the Salem witch trials because of a loose connection? I'm sorry. I do think you're a moron. I do think you're an idiot. I do think you're stupid as dirt if you hold the opinion that it's perfectly okay to ruin the lives of numerous people just to maybe thumbprick a millionaire. So I will end this video by reiterating what I said in my previous video. to the journalists and the Twitter activists and anybody else who's, you know, raising the torches, screaming obscenities, and thinking that they're fighting for trans people and that they're achieving some kind of victory by trying to bring down Hogwarts Legacy. I hate to break it to you, but your useless, pathetic lives on the internet are just as useless and pathetic in this particular situation. You are a moron, you are an idiot, and I highly recommend you start investing in yourself. Put that energy you're putting into trying to hurt other people, ruin other people's lives over an opinion thing. Perhaps, this is just an idea, call me crazy, perhaps put a fraction of that energy into getting better jobs, going to the gym, probably touching grass, smelling it, I don't know. It's probably been a while since you've left your basement, but it's highly recommended. It'll really clear the senses, it'll really bring you back to the fore. Just walk out your front door and just take in that air. Let all that insanity and stupidity leak out of your ears and go for a walk. Highly recommended. And to the people who are pre-ordering Hogwarts Legacy, hopefully the game ends up being good. Hopefully it's worth the wait. And if it does end up being shit, let's raise the torches for the right thing. For the game being shit. For the content that we're being asked to pay for being substandard. That is what should be complained about in relation to Hogwarts Legacy. Not the creator of the universe who's only tangentially related to it, and she's not even working directly on the project. Call me fucking crazy.